Hey y'all. So I purposely pulled the blonde part out. You know, people think this is white, they think this is gray. It's blonde. Like this real light platinum blonde. But anyways, I don't know what I'm going to title this video yet. This is just a subject that I'm going to speak on, and I think about what I'm going to title it later, but I know exactly what I'm going to say. Anyways, I'm giving you all this Cruella de Vil today with this literal black and white on. But anyways, I want to speak on self-love, self-acceptance, and loving yourself. Um, I think I might post this to my House for Her Glory channel too. And I know you all probably have seen, the people who have watched some of my videos, you've seen that I have my other business as an image consultant. And it's House for Her Glory. So if you don't know that, then go over there and check out some of those videos I've done over there too. And I might post this video to that channel, but I know I'm gonna post it to the GabrielleEther channel because you know, on here I talk. And on there, this is why I name my business what it is. I'm sorry, y'all, this bug. Ugh. See, I sit outside doing these videos, but these bugs, I can't get with these bugs. What is that? You see that chair back there? It's on that. I don't know if you all can see it. I had to come inside because I cannot do the bugs. So, especially that one. I don't know what that was. Self-acceptance, self-love, and I already put up the video. What was that video called? I just put it up. It was called How to Stop Caring About How to Have Higher Self-Esteem. And this is somewhat that, but this is more of how to stop caring what people think about you. So I think I'm going to name it that, because self-acceptance, self-love is all a part of that. When you start accepting yourself for who you are and loving yourself no matter what, then you won't care what nobody has to say about you. This topic came up because I was just watching this girl video. I think it's Baby Playhouse, or it's Baby Playhouse. So she's transgender and she's male turned female. And when I watched it, I mean, so since I knew what it was, I automatically called her girl because that's what she wanted to. So the whole time I was like, girl, you know, child, like I refer to female sometimes. And then she said how people just automatically refer to her as a guy. But you know, she got her hopes up, you know, she got her confidence up, and then by the end of the video, she realized exactly what they were, haters and everything. But she was discouraged, you know, by some of the things that was going on in her life and some of the things that people were saying as haters. And I could definitely relate to that. See, the thing is, things that she was saying, I will go through some of those exact things. Like she was saying how people will just say petty things to her because they know that she you know, that she's transgender. So they will just call her male on purpose, and she says she just hates that. And I mean, then you know, the devil going to do, call them haters, they gonna do what makes you mad. And they, you know, but they have a problem with themselves. And she actually said that on the video. She said she realized that's them having a problem with themselves. But I will go through that too, because my birth name is LaShonda Brown. And then I the way I became GabrielleEther was because simply one day I was just sitting on my bed in my house and I heard the name Gabrielle in my head. I thought it was weird because it's not a name that I would have chosen for myself. So I actually feel like Yahweh, the creator, or whoever you want to call him, God, I feel like he was giving me that name. And when I looked it up, the name meant woman of God. And I can remember before I left the church, this was years ago, I was sitting in church and I heard the pastor tell this man, he called him man of God. And he was like, he was prophesying to him. He said, man of God, do you know, in the Bible, when people are called man of God or woman of God, it's like this high, it's like this high calling when they would actually put that on your name. And I know a lot of people now go around saying woman of God, man of God. But he was like, at that time, it was actually this high calling that you had upon yourself, and they would refer to you as that. So, I was sitting in my seat and I said, well, I would want to know that God, and that's just what I called him at that time, but hey, I know stuff now. But I was praying, I was like, I want to be called it by you. I want you to call me that. This was years before, and then years later, I was sitting on my bed. I heard that name, Gabrielle. I didn't know why I was hearing that name. So, I went and Googled the name and I saw that the name meant woman of God. And it also meant God gives strength. And I am reminded of that name every time I need strength. And I liked it. So therefore I wanted to start going by Gabrielle. So folks thought it was the strangest thing, even though these people are Christians and they supposed to read their Bible, they know that Yahweh changes names, people names sometimes. But hey, when I did it, it was strange. So I would hear that people would throw shade at the name, and at that time I just wasn't strong enough, and I let people just call me Shonda. And I don't care if you call me Shonda. The people that know me, I really don't care. I prefer to be called Gabrielle now because I felt like that's my name. That's my chosen name that he gave me. And then since then I've seen so many people like on YouTube that they say that they experience the same thing. They call it a chosen name, a soul name, uh um they call it so many different things. But I chose Ether because I had a dream about Ether, about someone said this person is going to help you, and in a dream it said Ether, and I looked hard at that thing because I didn't know what that was, and I was like, Esther, but I saw it had no S, it said Ether. So when I went and looked up their name, it said something about talking and speaking, and I knew that it was for me because you can look it up. Like, what does it mean? It's like a boy name, I think. So I just put that as my last name. Not to say that Ether was part of my chosen name, but um because I know Gabrielle was. I just put that as my last name. So on my channels it says Gabrielle Ether. I go by Gabrielle Brown because when I started to write and I would put Gabrielle Ether, it made things a little difficult legally wise, and I'll say because I had to fill out all this different type of paperwork, so for me it made things a little difficult. But so I just said Gabrielle Brown. That's what I did. I might just start going back to Gabrielle Ether, but I haven't done the research for all of that yet to know if I can do that or um as like when I if I want to make that my name legally, I should make that my name legally so people will take me more seriously. I ramble, don't mind me. So I am so this video is all about self-acceptance. I had to just really just say this is who I am, like it or not, to the people that I am around. But sometimes you have to change your circle, like I said in the other video, because the people you are around, especially if you're in a small town like me in a very close-knit family, you might just be that one they call a black shepherd, black sheep. So and like I know that I was and am, but that's okay. We trailblazers, we're light workers, So I had to just accept myself for who I am now. Because when I was younger, I used to love being different. I used to like and embrace it. It wasn't until I got older and I just started getting come against so bad, or realizing that I was being came against, that I didn't accept myself as that. But I remember this story of this billionaire guy who fed like 1,000 homeless people, or he took care of them in some kind of way. Immediately, I was like, oh wow. But then I just started seeing the comments that people were making, like, oh, how come he didn't feed 1 million? Or, how, or why didn't he, I heard he has um family that's poor, and probably don't know, probably like, I don't know. But then that's when I said, you know what, a hater will always find something to say. People will always find something to say. You could be a billionaire feeding thousands of homeless people or taking care of thousands of homeless people, and somebody will always have something to say. So, you know what? It made me kind of take the pressure off of myself a little bit, make me kind of come down a little bit, because sometimes you have to do that. You have to come down off your pride and realize the world does not revolve around you. And then sometimes you just have to just not take things personal, because like on the video she said, they have problems with themselves, because even if you had a problem with her, even if you had a problem with me, it's the way that you go about it's the way that you go, you know, about dealing with anything in life. It's a lot of people that I have um problems with. And if I had a problem with them, they would make their problem my problem, not their problem. So if someone has a problem with you, just realize it's their problem, not your problem. Don't take it personal, okay? And then that's something that I will have to work out within myself if I have a problem with anybody. But usually when I have a problem with somebody, it's because they have a problem with me. I usually don't have problems with people just because I'm one of them people to each his own, and I really don't care what you're doing with your life. So that's all that I want to say. I don't really know what I'm going to title this video, but it's definitely about self-acceptance, loving yourself. Don't stop caring about what everybody else says or think about you, because a hater will always have something to say. And one more little small thing. Like I was saying, it's a way about doing everything. If you wasn't a hater, then you saw somebody doing something crazy, you could just simply just you don't have to bash that person. When you start bashing them, calling them names, and just saying negative things about them, then that makes you a hater. You don't have to do that at all, because the people I have problems with, like I'm one of them ones. Now, if you say something about me, I'm just gonna have to say something about you. But if I just have a problem with someone, like, and I know that they don't have a problem with me, depending on what it is, so it's like I said, usually I don't. I'm just not gonna really have too much nothing to say about that person negative. I'm not fixing to talk about them. Surely I won't do that. I'm not about to say or make fun of anything about that person. That is all. Oh, I was showing y'all my nails. Did I say anything about them, or was I just showing them? Because it's one of my talents that I do. These are pretty, and they're like peekaboo. I made them lime green on the back, and I